Shalom, Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutation to all the Akim on all four corners of earth who's pushing the truth of sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into this this article here. It says Ghana president should veto anti-LGBT bill. And if you know anything that's going on in the news, the Western powers have been over there on the West Coast trying to jam this alternative lifestyle down the throat for the last decade plus. It could be probably 20 years, since they've been over there just hitting them, coming through with these different, trying to tell the people that they could do what they want to do. They've implanted, these weird lifestyle parties in some of these villages. And they'll go, they had a wedding, and the government or the mayor of the town went through and arrested everybody who was participating and who attended the thing. So that's how you wipe out a cancer, man. Anybody who's down with that stuff, you gotta take them out and you gotta arrest these people, man, because this lifestyle is a death lifestyle and they know that, and the Western powers, America, Babylon the Great has been jamming it down the west coast of Africa for some time, and they're rejecting it, man. And they're fully rejecting it, man. The governments are rejecting, and it's a speckle of people who are down with it, but the majority are not. And they know that this is a virus. They know this is sick. They're not with it. I've seen the picture. They had this one fruit ball walking through Nigeria. I want to say he was walking through one of the towns in Lagos. And he was it was real evident that this was a man that was cross-dressing. And when I tell you, it was like the man was smelling like pure poo, because everybody was just parting. If it was a crowded ass area, he was just parting the whole way by himself, just walking through there. They were looking at him. They knew something was off about him. They said something's not right with this man. They didn't even want to breathe the same air as him. When he walked by, they would hold their nose, they would turn their heads, all sorts of gestures they would make, man, letting you know that they're not for that, man. Even though here in Babylon, they want to push they have parades, they have a whole month that they dedicate. They got whole sections of the town dedicated to them. In Africa, they're not going for that. The Caribbean, they're not going for it neither. I've done videos in the past, where Benjamin was burning down. They go hunting for him. At certain times of the year and certain times of the night, they go hunting for these weirdos. Those LGBTQ plus guys. They got to stay down there in the sewers in Jamaica, man. And then they got a certain little section of the town, and that section of the town is always under attack, and they got to keep moving, they moving through the jungle and the sewer parts the unwanted parts of the town. They have to keep moving because, like I say, they have bands of people who gather at night, get mad, get their machetes, and they go and grab torches and they go looking for them, man, because this is a disease that has to be wiped out. It has to be taken care of, man, and even though, we're not in those times where we could just act like we're supposed to act out like the scriptures tell us to, but we'll just cut you with these words, But this Ghana's Parliament on February 28th passed a draconian bill, and we know the draconian bill is a rough bill, man, But man, and he said, man, they're not dealing with this same-sex stuff, man, But to the West, they're looked bad upon. So we'll be seeing a coup probably happen in Ghana. We'll probably see, sanctions definitely, and different things, because America doesn't play if you don't get down with it. But it is what it is, man. And here's the scripture. This is Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with a mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They surely should be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, man. And that's what's going on in some of these West Coast countries. They're living by the scriptures as far as that man-on-man stuff. It's not going to happen, man. You're not going to poison the kids with this stuff, man. Here in Babylon, around 20s to the 30s, this was called, they institutionalized you. They put you in a mental institution. If you wanted to sleep with a woman and you're a woman, they institutionalized you. If you're a man and you want to partake in sodomistic activities with another man or a group of men, then guess what? We'll put you in an institution. We'll cut your head open. We'll see what's in your brain and make sure it's okay, because evidently it's not. Something up there is not connecting, Deuteronomy 22:5, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination to the Lord thy power, man. So all that cross-dressing, all that, what we here in Babylon think it's funny, you know, when you see your Martin Lawrence's and Medeas up there cross-dressing, you know, that always left a bad taste in my mouth as a kid, man. I never thought that stuff was funny. I never thought that the homos acting like women was funny neither. I never felt none of that energy, man, that negative stuff, man. I never felt it, man. My mom would be busting the gut laughing, you know, and I would look at her like, what is wrong with you, man? Something's not right here. And I was right the whole time, man, you know. I was right the whole time, man. We are not supposed to be feeling okay with that stuff, man. You know, we're not deep. Oh, they're in my family, so they're okay. No, get him out of here. He can't come to my house. He can come around me. You know, that's how serious this is, man. The Lord is not playing with these dudes, man. These dudes was getting stoned. They was getting drowned. All sorts of stuff, man. Oh man, I'm about to let me get this one, man, because this is Romans. This Romans 1:26, for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their own lust toward one another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error which was met. So why do you think you have a lot of these men that get these butt diseases, and the Lord put what's those bumps back there, man? They got all sorts of bumps, man. You know, all sorts of heinous, horrible, you know, painful things the Lord puts upon these men, man. You know, they get butt cancers and stuff like that, man. They get all sorts of just you know, some of the worst cancers come to them, man, because of their weird lifestyle, man. The Lord said He's gonna give you up to that stuff, man. You know, and the recompense of your error is that. Those cancers, those butt blisters, you know, those AIDS that'll dry you out. You know what I'm saying? They got all sorts. The Lord has all sorts of diseases for you, fucking demons that partake in that shit, man. You know, and for those of you that say, "Oh, they're okay," you know, we just want to hang out with them. You know, the Lord gonna destroy you too, man. You're gonna be partaking of that lake of fire, man. You know, you want to continue in this wickedness, and that's what's gonna happen to you. You know. You know, this is a lifestyle you know, you know, the west coast of Africa, they're not trying to deal with that. But Babylon and its Western powers are jamming it down their throat. You know, they're getting mad at them for prosecuting these guys. You know, you know, like I said, certain countries over there, they putting them guys in jail, man. They're not dealing with them, man. They are not dealing with them. And once again, all that comes from this Babylon, this wicked place, man. This Revelation 17:5. And upon her head was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So these people, you know, they watch these TV shows, you know, that come from Babylon, you know, these LGBTQ plus months and stuff that go on, the fight that's going on, you know. They're jumping around, parading around, you know, reading the kids and all this stuff. They're fighting for having kids sit on their lap to read to them in these different towns and stuff in America, you know. So that stuff is being spewed out to the world, especially over to they are trying their hardest to push it down the west coast of Africa. You know, they're trying to push it down Ghana, Nigeria, you know, Ivory Coast, that whole west coast. They want them to be broke back out, man. You know. It wasn't enough during the slave trade when they brought them to America with the slave masters buck breaking, you know. So he wants to do all West Africa like that, man. You know, but the leaders are not going for that stuff, man. They're not going for what Babylon has. So they're willing to take on the sanctions. They're willing to take on whatever repercussions come from them not being in bed with Babylon and their wicked ways of homosexuality, man. You know. This Isaiah 24:5, the earth is also defiled in the heavens thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, broken the ordinance, just like changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curses devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left, man. You know, that's coming soon to Babylon the Great, man, for spewing out all its goddamn wickedness, you know, upon the earth. And you know, Babylon changes these laws and everything, man. They pushing it. They just you know, you got a guy who just got caught in the White House banging out another guy, man. You know, and guess what the senator dude who got banged out is? He's gonna sue the White House, which is going to, in fact, the taxpayers going to have to pay him off, you know what I'm saying? Because he's going to win the case because this is Babylon. The weirdos always win. And he's being sued because he feels that he was discriminated on, even though he's having sex in the White House. You know what I'm saying? So go figure, man. They changing the law. They trying to, let me bring that back. This Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled and the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, man. You know, he changed the ordinance, man. The Lord has a man with a woman for a purpose, man, to recreate, you know, populate the earth. When a man and a man is together, or a woman and a woman together, those are two negatives. What can they do? Nothing, man. But they're living out their own lust, their own internal flame. You know, this burning inside them that's telling them to go do this, go do that, which is wicked, man. You know? But yeah, I just seen this little article, man, and, you know, it just hit the news. But you're going to have a few more countries, I feel, that's going to be in the news very soon, because they're not going to go for this U.S., they're not going to go for this. They're not going to go for the U.S., policies on the homosexual, on the LGBTQ plus stuff, man. They're not just gonna go for it. Look, they're fining them, man. They're putting them in jail. You know, they're crashing their parties. They're not going for that stuff, man. So when Babylon has its little parties over here, I feel that you're gonna be seeing more and more of those African countries on the West Coast just starting to lock up more and more of those fruit bags. Is gonna come out the woodworks. With that being said, I'm just edifying. Shalom, Akim.